This is the part of Islam few people have talked about in the past weeks. Every Saturday, the Islamic Center of Southern California hands out bags of food to mostly low-income seniors.
You need to go to the dentist.
And today, it also offered free health screenings and dental checkups. The Muslims here do it because their faith tells them to, and those who receive it don't question the sincerity of that faith.
Being in the news, a lot of people are forgetting that Muslims do this on a regular basis.
Instead, a lot of the talk has been about relocating mosques and burning Korans, which is why today, on 9/11, these leaders from different faiths felt compelled not only to remember the victims, but to warn of the dangers of pitting faith against faith.
This time I would like to request Officer Jim Buck of LAPD to come and join me up here. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to welcome all of you, and on the behalf of the Board of Directors, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us the opportunity to be the place of uniting rather than dividing.
That when somebody wants to burn a Quran, we have historical evidence that during the Spanish Inquisition, when books were burned, people were burned.
Islam and all the religions represented in this room today are love-based religions.
Love our God with all our heart, all our soul, and all our mind. That this is the first and great commandment.
We must not let the horrific actions of a few radical individuals allow us to lose sight what makes America the greatest country in the world.
Today, as we commemorate the tragedy of 9/11, it's the time to reflect and to think about who is benefiting from creating these divisive forces. And we have to defeat those forces of evil.
In the Quran, God says, "O mankind, behold, we have created you from a single male and a female, and have made you into nations and tribes, so that you might come to know and to cherish one another."
Not American, not pious, not godly, to use the pain of the families on these days to change the tide against a group that you don't like, for whatever reason. This is a crime that ought not to happen and ought not to be allowed.
The point is that the terrorist worships death. God does not worship death. Islam does not worship death. Christianity does not worship death. Judaism does not worship death. And any major religion does not worship death.
As an American society, we have condemned the burning of the Quran. America rose up and spoke, just as we would condemn the burning of all sacred texts.
9/11, while changing all of us, has also brought about the means to a better understanding, and my hope is to see that continue to grow.
We remember them and remember the pain of their loved ones. The people who died on that day were our fellow Americans, as well as fellow human beings of different races, colors, nationalities, and religions. We pray to the Lord of the worlds, the most merciful, the compassionate, to bless these memories and to give comfort to the families of the victims and to all of us.
The Muslim Public Affairs Council has showcased this quilt made on the one-year anniversary of 9/11. Stitched in is the name of everyone who died that day. It's been offered to the 9/11 Museum at Ground Zero, but so far, there's been no response.